Hello my friends and welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward, the sequel to 999, Game 2 of the Nonary Games. I am the FlightlessBird and this is your story-based gaming channel. We just completed the Bee Garden. Sorta. There's still a couple things about that place that I'm not really sure of. For example, the lion, not sure of that. And the tombstone. However, I was told by our good friend of the channel, Dio, who's been following along with us, that we can go ahead and read everything here except for this file and this file. He said leave these two alone, but you can read everything else. So I wanted to start this episode by doing that. So let's look at Ice 9. Ice 9 is a special form of water with a melting point at 36 degrees Celsius. In other words, it freezes at room temperature. The idea Ice 9 was originally put forth by the American science fiction author Kurt Vonnegut. His version Ice 9 has a melting point of 45.8 degrees Celsius. There's a rumor that says all the water in Alice's body is actually Ice 9. Who knows whether it's true or not, but if it is, then she has to always keep her body temperature above 36 degrees Celsius. Huh. That's interesting. H. This refers to Gentaro Hongo. He was one of the characters who appeared in 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. He was the person who supervised the kidnapping of the children who participate in the Nonary game in 2018. He is the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals and a devoted follower of Free the Soul. By the way, in case you're wondering, hey, FlightlessBird, why don't you put a spoiler tag in here before saying what you said about Gentaro Hongo? I said this was a sequel to 999, so you should watch it. Morphogenetic field theory. This theory states that there is a sort of field where the forms, structures, patterns, etc. of everything in reality are stored. This includes abstract things like language, song, thoughts, inspiration, culture, customs, and ideas. Any information contained, transmitted, or created by matter is held in the morphogenetic field. In the Zero Escape series, people who can communicate by assessing the field are known as espers. If a morphogenetic field theory is true, however, then it could mean that, in a sense, all humans are espers of a sort. So far, all this stuff is stuff we already know, except I would say that the idea of Alice's body being filled with Ice 9, I don't know if we knew that in 999, but so far that's all just stuff we've learned. Integer factorization. Factorization is a process of reducing a number to a series of numbers that, when multiplied together, give the original number. When taken to its logical conclusion, this will yield a list of prime numbers. For the purposes of factorization, 1 is not considered a prime. That is correct. The definition of prime is 1 it can be multiplied by 1 and itself, and you can't duplicate that. So the lowest prime number is 2. Examples of prime factorization: 210, 900, 107, 2, 3, 5, 7, 107 can only be divided by themselves on 1, which makes them primes. So yeah, that's just basic math. Nothing really new there. Tu fui ego eris. I did not look this up, by the way. A relatively well-known Latin phrase. It might look like it's talking about a pair of sexy toaster waffles. But it actually means something like, what you are, I was. What I am, you will be. Sometimes used as an epitaph, the implication is that the person in question was once alive, like the reader, but that the reader will someday also be dead. A little ominous, I guess. You know what's ominous is not the phrase, what you are, I was, what I am, what you will be. What you are, alive, what I am, dead. That's not the ominous thing about this tombstone. The ominous thing about this tombstone is this is the second time we've heard this before. You may be thinking, Flightless, where do we hear this before? Well, there was a certain thing called Schrodinger's cat that we found out in another room. And this is basically what Schrodinger's cat is saying, is that the cat is neither alive nor dead until you open the box. It's almost the same idea, which is absolutely fascinating. By the way, we've been recording for like 4 minutes now, and we haven't even gotten to the point of what are you guys doing here? Yeah, let's dive into the game now, shall we?
We ought to be asking you the same thing. How do you get here?
Sigma, hand me the map.
Map? Oh, right. I took the map out of my pocket and spread it out in front of us.
You three came in through the blue door, right?
Yeah?
And which room did you go into?
This fan-shaped one. It's called the Bee Garden.
Bee garden?
It's this big dome with a bunch of plants in it. Look, you can see it yourself later, alright?
What about you guys?
Well, after we went through the green door, we ended up in the treatment center.
If you look at the X's there, it looks like you can get from there to where we are, and you can also get to another room to the right of that as well. And then we met up. There, yes. But if you look to the right and above that, there's another room. Right here.
So, what's the treatment center? It sounds a lot like the infirmary.
You want to have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we've already visited.
Into the treatment center we go.
So?
Sure. Let's have a look. After a few minutes of brisk walking, we found ourselves in the treatment center. Treatment center. Okay. What are those?
They're why this is called a treatment center. Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries.
Whoa, that's nuts.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe it can fix whatever's wrong with your brain.
Wow. Just wow, Alice.
Hey!
That's not nice.
You want to start something, lady?
She's already started some things. I mean, she betrayed me already, remember?
Calm down now, son. You don't cool off a bit, and I'll have to throw you in one of these pods here.
Huh? Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function.
Cold sleep?
I figured that ought to cool your head up.
Like, cryogenic freezing? Wait, did you say cold sleep? That's where they freeze you, right? And you can stay that way for a really long time. Yeah, okay, Sigma and I are back on the same page, despite him not being on the page in a previous episode.
Yeah?
All the dots. All the double dots.
According to some records we found in here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
3 people? Who?
So there could be more people in the Nonary game?
You mean 3 of us were?
Or, as Luna puts out, 3 of us were from here?
We don't know.
Huh.
All we found was what was in the logs for the pods.
How long were they here?
No idea. Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when the cold sleep function turned off. It records them thawing out, getting up. That's it.
Then they could be anyone.
Well, anyone but you.
What? Why not Alice?
Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice. Am I wrong?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't need to play dumb. The water in your body isn't normal water. It's something called Ice 9.
So Tim Yoshi thinks so as well.
It freezes at 96.8 degrees. That means all you have to do to put yourself in cold sleep is drop your body temperature below 96.8. No fancy machine needed.
Where on earth did you hear that?
From Clover.
Ooh.
Clover?
When we were exploring the lounge during the first round.
I really should have gone with Clover. But I had no choice to go with Clover.
I see.
All the dots. All the double dots. Fill me in, Alice?
What's so funny?
Oh man, you fell for that one hook, line, and sinker, didn't you?
All the dots?
Clover was messing with you.
Are you sure?
That is, if she even said anything to you at all. It was a lie. A joke.
Or the truth?
A joke? No, there's no way it was a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body is made of Ice 9.
Well, you're mistaken. It's a ridiculous misunderstanding. An urban legend.
With seemingly no other prompting, Alice launched herself into a lengthy explanation. It went something like this. At some point in the past, someone found a frozen mummified Egyptian queen. What was curious about this mummy, however, was that it remained frozen at room temperature. People began to refer to her as All Ice, which eventually just simply became Alice. Rumors that her body was made of ice lime began to circulate, and a bizarre refusal to thaw only compounded them.
They say that the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move. And ever since then, I've had people say they thought I was her. I mean, really, how could anyone believe something so ridiculous?
Is it the fact that you got a scarab around your neck? Or the Egyptian bird around your waist? Or all the lotuses and other things? Your entire gown?
The existence of this mysterious Alice and of this ice that doesn't melt are just urban legends.
All the dots. All the double dots. But why would people make that mistake about you in particular?
It can't just be because your name's Alice. There are tons of Alices.
Is it because of your face and how you look?
Well, it is true that I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen?
Yes, you can be. Because you allow that rumor to propagate and to spread. All the dots. All the double dots.
I don't think that's the only reason, though. Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them. So I told them something. If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice.
See, I told you it was your fault.
But maybe I've lost my memory and can't remember who I am. And so on and so on.
Uh-huh. All the dots. All the double dots.
I'm still not sure why Clover would tell you something like that, though.
Because it's true!
Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field.
You really think she put that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him, and it was the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, because the first thing that comes to my mind is, hey, did you know my friend is this, has her blood made of this special chemical called ice-9 that no one's ever really heard of? Yeah, because that's exactly what comes to my mind.
Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I could see her doing something like that.
All the dots. All the double dots.
Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now. The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's terribly useful. We should go see if the other team has returned to the warehouse yet.
At Alice's request, we made our way out of the treatment center. Does Alice give you, like, vibes of the movie The Thing? I never saw The Thing, but I know enough about it. You know, where they test the blood. And at some point in this game, we're gonna have to test her blood to see if it, actually freezes. Whoa, that's new. Memento Mori. If the 9th lion ate the sun. Memento Mori, is that in memory of death? I think. Like I said, my Latin is really bad. It's been a long time. If the 9th lion ate the sun. That could be an anagram for something, but if it is, I'm not going to spend like an hour trying to figure this out because hopefully Fi's already done it. This is?
It looks like another warehouse.
It looks like the same warehouse.
No, slightly different.
Hey, look.
3 more doors.
They're all glowing white. You think?
These might be the next set of chromatic doors.
I'd bet on it. Look, they've got the same boxes next to them as the other doors. So the next set of doors are white?
They haven't all been the same color before.
We definitely need to tell the others about this.
Right. Let's head back to floor A. And here we go, just traveling. Sorry if you hear me coughing in the background, by the way. I'm trying to do my best to, you know, cover with a napkin or something, so you don't hear it, but still having throat issues, but I'm alright. Oh, man. I know me and Dots have a special relationship, but this is just getting ridiculous. This game does not believe in fast travel. Alright, there we are. Warehouse A. I can only imagine there was like a clue in there in our
thank
travels.
goodness.
And if you paid really close attention, you saw something. But it just makes you think that it's just you traveling, so most people just overlook it. And then later on in the game, they're gonna be like, ah, do you remember this spot? And I'm gonna be like, nope. Hi, Kay.
You finally returned.
Yes, we did.
I was beginning to get anxious.
Aw, thank you. Did something happen?
Yes,
Uh,
it's Quark, you see.
he...
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed.
What?
It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. Clover is looking after him, but his condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go.
Oh, no.
Tenmyoji shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks and then ran off after him. Out of all the people you expect to collapse, you wouldn't expect Quark. Tenmyoji?
Quark.
Maybe. I mean, he is an old dude. But Quark, he's like a young kid.
Come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Tenmyoji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was Clover who stopped him.
Hey, what are you doing? He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. What if you make him worse?
Then what am I supposed to do? I have to save him.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you.
Okay, then what's wrong with him?
He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance and stop freaking out about it.
You son of a bitch. This is serious.
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. There are plenty of diagnostic tools, but
Without a doctor, there's not going to be much we can do with him.
Oh, right. Well, we do got Luna.
Luna?
That's right. I remember Dio saying something. You have a medical license, don't you?
Wait, really? Is that true, Luna?
Well, yes, but...
But
You have to take a look at him then. Please. Quark needs your help.
Okay,
thank you, Luna.
I'll see what I can do. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an Atom. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
So that thing can tell us what's wrong with Quark?
Yes, I believe it can.
I don't want to rush you, but the sooner the better. Just let us know if you need anything.
Of course.
All the dots. All the double dots. The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds, his results lit up the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark, before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
Oh no.
Oh no. Don't tell me.
Yes. He's been infected with a virus called Radical-6.
Have you heard of this virus? Radical-6, I mean.
Yeah. I told Alice and Tenmyoji about it.
Fi and I heard about it from Luna.
Dio and Luna were two of the first people to investigate the infirmary. They must have seen the newspaper clipping that Quark found. I'd stay behind after the AB game, and they split all up and gone into different rooms. It seemed like, one way or another, everyone had heard about Radical-6.
No. He can't... How could he have gotten infected? That's not possible.
Something about the tone of his voice seemed strange. Why wasn't it possible? Had Tenmyoji known about Radical-6 before the rest of us?
There must be something we can do! How can we cure him?
Well, Adam says there's an antiviral serum called Excelavir. It's the only way to counteract Radical-6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Okay, but where do you find this? What was it called? Adam says there's an antiviral serum called Excelavir. Excelavir.
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the infirmary somewhere?
Yeah, we looked around, but we didn't see anything.
I don't trust a damn thing you say. I'm asking Luna.
I'm sorry, but Dio's telling the truth. We didn't find anything.
Damn it. What about the other rooms? Sigma, what about you? Did you find anything?
No, nothing like medicine. I mean, it was just like a park. Lots of vegetation and stuff, but no medicine.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
We visited the laboratory. There were a number of chemicals and concoctions there, some of which were medicine, but nothing like what we're searching for, I'm afraid.
Oh, God. Then he's going to... Oh, God, no.
Look, just to be sure, the three of us went to the treatment center, right? And you're sure it wasn't there?
No, there was nothing even remotely like it. You went there too, didn't you? The only thing in the treatment center are those treatment pods.
Treatment pods. That's it. If we put Quark in one of those pods... For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Quark!
He's back up.
Oh, thank God.
And he has something in his hand, and that's frightening. I think I mentioned another episode. If you want to add horror to a movie, TV show, or video game, have a kid be frightening. And that's what that looks like.
You're awake!
Get away from me!
What? Quark, what are you...
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But how?
All the dots. Even more dots.
Like this!
Quark's hand moved like the lightning. He's not going to try to cut off his own hand, is he? He grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight toward his heart. Oh, that's a little different than what I was expecting. Stop!
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Pretty tough for a kid. Hey, guys. I could use a little hand here.
Yeah, right.
On it.
Me too.
Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Tenmyoji, what the heck are you doing? Get over here. Oh, the dots. Oh, the double dots. Tenmyoji! Can you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body! They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape! Please! You have to let me go!
What is going on here?
Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me! Kill
Jesus. This kid's lost it. Yeah, this is some messed up stuff. Hey, somebody get that scalpel away from him. Good. Thanks, whoever that was. Quirk barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream and writhe like he was possessed. What are we going to do? We gotta calm him down somehow.
Luna,
Yes?
are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Soparil Beta.
Soporil.
Soparil?
That's the anesthetic. The one that's in our bracelets. Good. Perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But...
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay, let me just... Okay, I've got it.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
All the dots. All the double dots. Yeah, this is some messed up stuff right now.
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves, everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
Alright, I guess we're good for now.
Yes,
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
he shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical-6?
oh, not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article.
That the truth?
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
All the dots. All the double dots.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical-6 too?
Yes. At least, I think so.
So, what kind of virus is Radical-6? All the dots. All the dots. Even more, yeah, we have triple the dots. Quadruple the dots. What is 5? Pentuple the dots? Sectangle the dots?
What are you doing?
Thank you. I couldn't count that high. I turned and followed Tenmyoji's gaze. Uh-oh. What's going on with Alice? There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Oh, what's going on? Apparently, she had been the one to take it away from Quirk. The longer I looked at her, however, the more I wondered if she'd taken it to protect him, or for some other, more sinister reason. Wow, this game has just gone completely overboard all of a sudden. She didn't seem stable. In fact, she looked far more like Quirk had a moment ago when I was entirely comfortable with. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. Alice? All the dots. Hey, are you feeling okay? All the dots. All the double dots.
We're all going to die.
Huh?
We're all dead already. Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But they will. Soon.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't understand?
All the dots. All the double
All of
dots.
humanity is going to die.
Wow, this game is filled with, shall we say it? Despair? Oh, that's a different series.
The virus will spread. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left!
I'd rather die here!
No, don't. Wait. Alice! We were all too stunned to even try to restrain her. We just stood there as she spun around and leapt through the door. Dang it! I shook myself and took off after her. But those few moments of hesitation have put too much distance and too many doors between us. Darn it! Which way did she go? Right? Left? Go left. Left is always right. I was still trying to decide when everyone else poured out of the infirmary.
You lost her.
Well, it's not like, you did anything. Yeah. I don't know which way she went.
Well, let's split up and look. Quickly. She can't have gotten too far.
Right.
Look, if you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood?
I gotcha.
Tenmyoji, I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yeah, I stay here. Got it.
All right, let's move, people. Get going.
At Five's command, we scattered, filtering off into different doors. As I ran, I thought, where should I look for Alice? Perhaps the lounge would be a good bet. Lounge. No one here, huh? Darn it. Where did she go? Complaining wasn't going to help anything. I needed to go look somewhere else. Through one door after another. Through the green door, into the treatment center. Shoot. Nothing in the treatment center either. We need to find it quick, or she's gonna do something bad. We hadn't stopped Quark. I need to hurry. I headed to the garden next. If she is dead in front of the tombstone, that's gonna be super creepy. Back to B Garden. I'd only gone a few steps on the walkway through the grass when I stopped short. Alice!
There you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up.
She okay? Huh?
I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to carry her to the infirmary.
Then she's alive?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious?
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here. Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Yeah, definitely. Alright. Alice was lighter than I'd expected. And fine, I managed to set off toward the infirmary at a brisk trot. All the dots. All the double dots. Woman down. Need help.
All right, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
And is she infected too?
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's.
Ah.
She has also been infected with Radical-6.
On our way back, Pi had gone off to retrieve the rest of the participants. Seven sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her?
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical-6. There's a special antiviral treatment. Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
Immunogoblin?
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical-6. Those antibodies are the basis for Excelavir.
All the dots. All the double dots. Wait, what about those pods in the treatment center? Can we just stick them in those?
Right. I thought of that too, so I went and took a closer look at them. Unfortunately...
They can't cure it.
Correct. They can suppress the symptoms for a while, but they can't kill the virus itself.
Yeah, but if we can suppress it until we find the cure...
The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Excelavir.
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Well, then what are we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice. We're going to the treatment center.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. As he spoke, Tenmyoji walked over to Quark and lifted his small unconscious body off the bed. Quark shifted slightly as Tenmyoji moved him. Something fell out of his pocket with a soft clink. I bent down slowly and I picked it up. Is this medicine? It's Excelavir!
What?
Well, what is it?
Hold on. There's a name on the label here. Axel Excelavir.
Excelavir!
Yeah, that.
You found it, Sigma! That's the one thing that can cure Radical-6.
Well, that was fortuitous.
Why did Quark have it?
Good question. Do we have time to ask those questions though? Let's use it.
Perhaps he found it earlier.
Earlier when?
We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket.
He hid it?
Whether or not that was his intention is unclear.
How would he know about it?
I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. And to be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible.
Who cares about the details? We have it. Hurry up and give it to him, Luna.
Hey, hold on a minute. What about Alice?
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
There's only enough here for one person.
Of course. Of course there's only enough here for one person. Yeah.
The only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun.
Oh. Oh god. Please don't tell me. Oh. Don't tell me they're going to make me choose who lives and who dies.
And the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
In other words, we can't split the dose in two or something.
Right.
While we all stood stunned, Pi moved. Stepping over to Quark, she quickly ran her hand through his clothes, then stepped back with a frown and a small shake of her head.
Nothing. That one bottle was it.
Do you think there might be someone back in the laboratory?
No. Unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, God.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
Oh god, I don't know. I don't like where this is going.
Only one person can be saved.
Who should we give it to?
Alice or Quark?
What the heck is this? There's no way we're only going to save one of them.
Then what are we going to do?
Do I have to spell it out to you? We're going to save them both.
How?
That's... I need to calm down. Think. There had to be some way to save both of them. It was there. I knew it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? To be continued. Game. Game. Wait. Stop. No, that can't be true. Alright, everyone. So this screen popped up automatically when after the save. So this is our first look at the flowchart. And there isn't enough antiviral medication. We don't know what to do, and it just said to be continued. Wonderful. Ain't that just wonderful? We don't have enough information. Okay, so we can do one of two things. We can either, one, choose to betray Alice and then go down these chains wherever they end up going. Or two, we can go back here and we can choose to go into one of the other doors and go down one of these paths. Now, I'm not sure what we should do or what we should, you know, attempt. Well, we'll find out soon. I am the FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel, and this is Virtue Last Reward, the sequel to 999. I'm gonna go get something nice to eat, because after an ending like that, I need some chocolate or something to put a smile on my face, because this game just has a way of hitting you right where it hurts. Until next time, my friends, thank you so much for all that you do. I'm not sure, but I think this episode might actually be going out on Thanksgiving, on the day after Thanksgiving. Again, I want to make sure I say I'm very grateful for all of you guys. I'm very happy to be a part of this community, and I'm so thankful that you're here. So thank you for, you know, being a part of this experience with me, because it's been one heck of a ride, and we're not even close. Should I even mention the path that this flowchart looks like a giant spaghetti monster? I mean, this thing is absolutely insane. The flowchart in the first game was much more simplistic. This thing looks monstrous. I shouldn't even spend time looking at it, because I'm just going to get a bigger headache. Alright, well, until next time, my friends, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys, and until next time, take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.